In the mid-1950s, London was choking. The city had a population of around 8 million people, and all of them were dumping their waste into the river. According to the World Health Organization, 99% of the world's population breathes polluted air, and this is slowly killing us. But what exactly is killing us? And how long until our cities are so polluted we can no longer live in them? Burning coal for heat and industry, and simply getting around in gas-guzzling cars. By December of 1952, London had become a suffocating mess. Riyadh has experienced consistent growth in recent years, and it now has a population of about 8 million people. And again, that number is growing fast. This puts a lot of strain on the city's infrastructure and services, and air quality is really suffering. Mexico City has a population of 22 million people, and it sits at an altitude of 7,400 feet. Shanghai has a population of about 30 million people, and this makes it the world's fourth most populated city. Just like any other large city, Shanghai has plenty of factories, construction sites, and cars polluting the air. Back to India we go for the fourth most polluted city on our list. With a population of about 20 million people, New York City is the second most populated city on our list. Let's stay in the United States for the second most polluted city on our list. Kuwait City has an average annual concentration of 48 micrograms per cubic meter of PM2.5, and this has led to 55 deaths per 100,000 people. Hato is home to about 3 million people, and it's considered the world's most polluted city. If you were to breathe in the air in Hodai for 1 year, it would reduce your life expectancy by 1.6 years. And if you were to breathe in the air for 10 years, it would reduce your life expectancy by 16 years. The average annual concentration of PM2.5 in Ho Chi Minh City is 57 micrograms per cubic meter. Well, as long as we continue to develop and industrialize, we're going to produce more and more pollution.
Oh, yes.
This means that we need to take action now to reduce our emissions and invest in clean energy.
Oh.
If we don't do something, then who knows how long our cities will be habitable. Maybe one day we'll be forced to abandon our cities and move out into the countryside. Or maybe we'll find a way to reverse the damage and create sustainable cities of the future. Only time will tell. And this has led to an astonishing 75 deaths per 100,000 people. Also, drop a like if you hope this trend reverses. Of course, consider checking out our Discord community to suggest future video ideas, and consider subscribing to see more questions answered. But as always, thank you for watching. So why is Ho Chi Minh City so polluted? Well, it's a combination of factors. First of all, it's a large city with millions of people commuting to and from work every single day. On top of this, there are tons of industries and businesses that are polluting the air. To make matters worse, Ho Chi Minh City is surrounded by rice paddies and coal-burning plants. This means that citizens are constantly exposed to high levels of pollution. Tehran has an average annual concentration of 45 micrograms per cubic meter of PM2.5, and this has led to 67 deaths per 100,000 people. Los Angeles is home to about 20 million people, and it's known for being one of the world's most sprawling cities. Well, there's one city that stands out above the rest, and that's Paris, France. Paris may not look like a polluted city, but it's actually the world's second most polluted capital city. This means that there's a lot of space for industries and businesses to pollute the air. On top of this, LA has terrible traffic congestion, and this only makes the air quality worse. Every year, Los Angeles experiences a phenomenon called smog inversion. During smog inversion, a layer of smog is formed between the city and the mountains surrounding it. This traps pollutants in the valley, and the air quality becomes terrible. On top of this, Los Angeles is surrounded by oil wells, and these release tons of methane and other pollutants into the air. Los Angeles has an average annual concentration of 43 micrograms per cubic meter of PM2.5, and this has led to 52 deaths per 100,000 people. Again, that number is only growing. New York is one of the busiest cities in the world. There are tons of cars, trucks, and buses polluting the air. On top of this, there are millions of people commuting to and from work every single day. All of this movement is releasing tons of pollutants into the air. New Yorkers are constantly exposed to high levels of carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides. This has led to 50 deaths per 100,000 people. Mumbai is home to about 20 million people, and it's the financial capital of India. This means that there are tons of industries and businesses polluting the air. Mumbai also has terrible traffic congestion. Citizens spend hours every day stuck in traffic, and this leads to increased levels of carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides. The average annual concentration of PM 2.5 in Mumbai is 41 micrograms per cubic meter, and this has led to 50 deaths per 100,000 people. But there's also something else to consider: coal burning. Most of China's energy comes from burning coal, and this releases tons of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. The concentration of sulfur dioxide is so bad in Shanghai that every building has to be built with 2 sets of windows. The outer set of windows is sealed shut, and then the inner set of windows is used to protect the citizens from the dangerous air. Because of this high altitude, the air is already thin and pollutants become trapped in the valley. Dhaka has a population of about 22 million people, and they're only getting bigger. With more people comes more pollution. Construction is booming in Dhaka. The city is expanding rapidly, and new buildings are going up every day. All of this construction releases tons of dust into the air, and visibility can become very poor. On top of this, there are millions of cars, trucks, and motorcycles polluting the air. And if that wasn't enough, Dhaka has terrible water management. All of the sewage flows directly into the river, and this introduces even more pollutants into the air. Dhaka had an average annual concentration of 40 micrograms per cubic meter of PM2.5, and this has led to 41 deaths per 100,000 people. This makes Mexico City one of the world's worst cities for air pollution. The main pollutants are nitrogen dioxide, ozone, and of course, particulates. These pollutants react with each other in the sun's radiation to form a thick layer of smog. This smog is so thick, it reduces visibility to less than 500 feet, and citizens have to wear face masks while outdoors. Welcome to Lahore, India. This is a city of about 3 million people, and it has some of the worst air quality on Earth. New Delhi is home to about 30 million people, and this makes it one of the world's largest metropolitan areas. New Delhi has a population larger than the entire country of Canada. Unfortunately, there aren't enough resources to go around, and the air quality is absolutely awful. There are thousands of factories and power plants surrounding the city, and they dump all of their waste into the air. On top of this, there are millions of cars, trucks, and buses polluting the air. All of this pollution has led to 36 deaths per 100,000 people, and the situation isn't going to improve anytime soon. The government plans to grow the city even larger, and New Delhi is currently the world's 4th most populated city, but by 2030, it'll be the world's 2nd most populated city, with a population of 50 million people. That's about the same as the entire state of California. We've actually ranked the world's most polluted cities by a few different metrics. The first is the average annual concentration of fine particulate matter, or PM 2.5, in the air. The second metric is the percentage of the WHO recommended limit that these cities break. Number 9, Riyadh. Saudi Arabia's capital is another city with terrible air quality. Number 8, New Delhi. Now let's take a trip to the other side of the world to India's capital city. No, 7, Mexico City. Let's fly down to Mexico for the 7th most polluted city on our list. Number 6, Shanghai. Now let's fly to Asia's most populated city. Number 5, Dhaka. Bangladesh's capital is often considered the world's most polluted city. Number 4, Mumbai. No, 3, New York City. The United States is no stranger to polluted cities, and New York City is one of the worst. Number 2, Los Angeles. Before we get to the world's most polluted city, here are a few honorable mentions. And now for the world's most polluted city, please welcome Lahore, India. But just how polluted is Lahore? Well, let me put it this way. But what about outside of India? Are there any other cities that have terrible air quality? As you can see, many of the world's most polluted cities are located in developing countries. This is because these countries are rapidly industrializing and they don't have the infrastructure in place to deal with all of the pollution. For example, Beijing has implemented policies to reduce pollution, such as limiting the number of cars on the road and investing in public transportation. On the other hand, cities like Karachi are struggling to keep up with the amount of pollution. So what does this mean for the future of our cities? What do you think? How long until our cities become too polluted to live in? Comment that down below.